Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope everyone's having a great day so far. Today is November 7th, and before I begin, all I ask is could you quickly hit that like button for me? I would greatly appreciate it if you take your time out of your day and do that for me. On your screen now was the 500 millibar pattern on Saturday, which as you can see we have higher than normal heights out on the west coast, so we have ridging. And if you follow the isobars down, you can notice we had troughing out east. Now if we go to today, which this is 7 a.m., so it's a little bit old. You can notice you have troughing back in the west, a little bit of ridging in the middle part of the country, but then troughing back in the northeast part of the country. This ridge down the long run will form and pretty much block out two-thirds of the country here from seeing any cold temperatures, and it'll mostly be out towards the west if we fast forward this to about Tuesday morning. You can see this ridge is starting to build in the central part of the country. The trough out in the east coast is starting to build out towards the coast, away from the coast, I should say. And your trough out in the west coast is going to start coming further into the west coast, as you can see on your screen here. Now, what does this mean for the west coast? This means numerous possibly snowstorm chances, especially in the higher elevations of Washington, California, Oregon, Idaho, and all those west coast states. What does this mean for the East Coast, especially for the Midwest part of the country as well? This means warmer conditions and also possibly even drier conditions as a whole for the next 2 to 3. Now, on your screen here is the Madden-Julian oscillation here, MGO, it is also called. In my opinion, it's one of the most important factors and dominating factors that impact our winter weather. Right now, it's not in the phase, so it's not really doing anything. But as you can see on your screen here, this green-ish line surrounded by the yellow lines is the GFS ensemble models, and as you can see, it goes into the seventh phase. Now, what happens in the seventh phase usually? Usually you get your Scandinavian block, which we will have if we take a look back towards the GFS here. You can see it's back towards Scandinavia. If I can find maybe a map to show you, as you can see here, look, we have Scandinavian blocking backed by our Scandinavian countries, of course, troughing out in the west, which we will have, and two-thirds of the country will be under, as you could say, a ridge and a warmer pattern. But note, as we go back to it, it quickly goes back into the 8 phase and possibly back into the 1, very deep into the 1. Now, if this happens, our ridge will come back in the west. You will have blocking in the Arctic Circle region and also definitely your negative NAO and also cooler conditions back towards the east. Now, how long will this pattern last for the West Coast troughing? I think it'll last up until right about Thanksgiving, maybe the first week of December. But right after that, I think the East Coast will be right back into a cooler pattern as we know it. This year, I've noticed trends, especially from fall into summer. This, let me go back to the American map. This western ridge has been persistent. It would go away for a little bit, but then it comes back for a long period of time, which we just experienced. I expect this to continue throughout winter, but as of now, anything could happen. It's only November, and we have December, January, February, and even March left. So this whole thing could change at literally instantly. The whole pattern as a whole that we've been going through summer and fall. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe on the video, and I hope